Hey everyone, today we're going to discuss the most important questions from aniline point and saponification value. We have already covered hardness of water and flashpoint experiment Viva questions in previous videos. If you haven't watched those, you can watch them from the link given in the description box. So let's start. What is the objective of the experiment? The objective of the experiment is to determine the aniline point of given sample oil and to determine the saponification value and percentage of fatty oils in given sample of compounded oil. What do you mean by aniline point? Aniline point is defined as the minimum temperature at which equimolar mixture of aniline and oil at equilibrium separates out. What is the unit of aniline point? The unit of aniline point is degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. What is the need to determine aniline point? Aniline point is measured to determine the aromatic compounds present in given oil. What are aromatic compounds? Aromatic compounds are solvents which dissolve rubber parts of machine. This dissolved rubber in oil makes it unsuitable for lubrication. Is aromatic compound desirable? No, aromatic compound is not desirable as it makes the oil unsuitable for lubrication. Therefore, a lubricating oil having high aromaticity should be discarded. What is the relation between aniline point and aromaticity? Aniline point and aromaticity follows an inverse relation. Higher aniline point means lower aromaticity. Therefore, we can also say that high aniline point is desirable, but high aromatic compound is undesirable. What are the consequences of low aniline point? Lower aniline point results in deterioration of the lubricant due to dissolution of rubber parts in it. Which among mineral oil and fatty oil have more aniline point? Give reason for your answer. Mineral oil have more aniline point compared to fatty oils because it is less polar. What are the apparatus used in the experiment? The apparatus used in the experiment include electrically operated stirrer, electric heater, aniline point thermometer, test tube, and outer jacket to cool the test tube. Why oil bath is used instead of water bath? Boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. And aniline point is above 100 degrees Celsius. Hence, all water will evaporate out. That's why we used oil bath. Define the procedure of the experiment in brief. First, we take dried and clean test tube and add 5 milliliters of pure aniline and 5 milliliters of oil sample in it. Then we fix the thermometer and stir. Aniline and sample mixture is stirred to get homogeneous solution. If miscibility is not completed at room temperature, then we immerse it in heating bath and heat till the thermometer bulb is visible. Then we allow the sample to cool and record the temperature at which two phases separate out as aniline point of sample. What precautions are to be taken in aniline point experiment? Firstly, aniline we are using should be pure and dried. Secondly, aniline should be handled with care as it is highly toxic. Lastly, bubble formation should be avoided during the experiment. What is saponification value? Saponification value refers to hydrolysis of an ester with KOH or NaOH to give OH and Na or K salt of acid. What is the need to determine saponification value? Saponification value is determined for three main reasons. Firstly, to identify the fatty oils. Secondly, to distinguish between fatty oils and mineral oils. And lastly, to check whether lubricant is compounded with fatty oil or not. What is the relation between saponification value and molecular weight of fat? Magnitude of saponification value gives idea about average molecular weight of fat. Molecular weight of fat is inversely proportional to saponification value. Which among fatty oils and mineral oil have higher saponification value? Give reason for your answer. Fatty oils have higher saponification value because it contains ester bonds, which can be hydrolyzed by an alkali during saponification. Why mineral oils don't react with KOH? Mineral oils, alkanes, don't react with KOH because they lack acidic hydrogens or reactive functional groups, like esters or acids, needed for base reactions. KOH only reacts with compounds that can undergo saponification or acid-base reactions, which pure hydrocarbons cannot. Define soap and detergent. Soap is sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acid. Detergent are sulfonic acids or alkyl hydrogen sulfates. What are the apparatus used in the experiment? The apparatus used in the experiment includes conical flask of 250 milliliters, condenser, water bath, phenolphthalein as an indicator, 0.5% KOH, and standard HCl solution. Define the procedure of the experiment in brief. In order to conduct the experiment, we take 2 flasks. In first flask, we add 6 ml of oil and 50 ml KOH. And in second flask, we add 50 ml KOH only. Then we connect both the flask to condenser. When the heating is completed, we disconnect the flasks and titrate hot content of both the flasks against HCl using phenolphthalein as an indicator. How is the endpoint determined? Endpoint is indicated by discharge of color of indicator, which does not reappear immediately upon addition of 3 drops of indicator. What is the formula used? The formula used is given below. Here, S represents the saponification value of sample. V0 represents volume of 0.5 HCl consumed in titration of only KOH solution. V represents 0.5 HCl consumed in titration of oil and KOH solution. N represents normality of supplied HCl solution, and W represents weight of oil sample. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much for watching the video.